told you.
I deserve better than that. I deserve better than you.
But I still don't even know.
So say hi.
Did you leave?
You say hi to Mike.
Stop and find out.
You need to be more tight and with boundaries before you can be polyamorous.
Plus, why are you pulling knives on your 13-year-old sister?
I had it in my robe pocket. Like, what you mean?
You think you're a good daughter to your mom?
You don't help me with no chores at the house. You go to work, you come home, you sleep all day. I ask you to clean the refrigerator out.
You're leaving, you're allowing her, 22-year-old, to be a mother to her, picking knives out of the drawer. She's no way going to respect the 22-year-old as a mom.
I might have cancer.
She doesn't do anything to try to stop it. She doesn't go to a doctor regularly.
we telling her to
she
call.
doesn't
She's
get checked
like, I'll
out. She doesn't do none of that.
What get help, what get well? Who's gonna take care of me? Who's gonna pay my bill?
I'll do what I gotta do. I ain't gonna have my mama die on me.
That's right now. Welcome. This is Asia and LaShonda. Although they're married, they're here today to come face to face to find out if they can relation. What has torn them apart? Well, anger, lies, and Asia says LaShonda, unbeknownst to her, invited 9 people to live in their household. Can this marriage be saved? Who knows? Please welcome Asia to the show. So, Asia, you know LaShonda's watching backstage, and we'll have her come out in a short while, but what has been going on in this relationship?
It just started with when we got married. Everything just happened so fast. We moved in together within less than a year. We adopted her children. She has 5 children. I have 1. We take care of her 83-year-old auntie, and she has a niece who's back and forth. So that's the 9 people, or 10 people, actually, that live in
They all live in one house?
Yeah. Yeah.
You legally adopted the children, right?
Yes.
Why?
LaShonda has a history of addiction. She's clean now, but at the time, she lost her children. So we worked for an entire year to get her children back, and so I did it for the family.
So you're a good Samaritan.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And I love her.
So when did you start to notice things going?
We got into it. I stormed our house, stayed at home individual, and didn't care that I was gone, that I was angry or anything. And they spent the night together while I was out in the middle of the night.
So you were having a threesome?
Yes.
You left?
I left.
And she stayed with that person who didn't care about you? She just
didn't
carried
care
on?
at all. Didn't care at all. And she didn't even know that I was gone for 2 whole days because she's selfish. I went back one time, which was a couple of weeks ago, for our anniversary.
Okay.
We spoke, we fought, we argued. We had a dinner. She bought me a new wedding ring, which I gave back. And now she was with someone 2 days after our anniversary. 2 days.
But you adopted those kids. You're the legal guardian of those kids.
I am.
Why did you take off? I know you're angry, but...
I didn't know what else to do. I can't stay there. I definitely can't go back now. I don't trust her. So I've been gone almost 3 months now.
And she's not cared about that?
She says, I love you, I miss you, I can't wait to see you, but days before she sees me, she's with someone else, or days after. So how do I believe that you miss me and you love me and you're with someone?
Did you cheat with somebody while you were in Baltimore? No?
Never.
Okay. So you think she's a liar? You know she's cheating with you?
Absolutely.
All right? Because when you left, she was staying with that person.
But she doesn't consider it cheating because our relationship is supposed to be open.
Okay.
But if I'm gone, you don't just get to continue doing that. It just doesn't work like that.
Okay. So she's a drinker, she's a partier?
I don't know that she's drinking, but she definitely parties. She definitely has a gambling issue. She has a lot of addictive personality things that are happening now that weren't happening in the beginning.
Well, I know it's been a while, but let's bring out LaShonda, your wife.
I'm try to keep my hands off of her.
I'm heartbroken. Boo!
LaShonda, welcome to the show.
Too. Thank you. Wow.
So...
What a reception.
So this is a woman that adopted your kids because she thought it was great for the family, right?
It was a choice we made together, yes.
Did we really make that choice, though? I don't really feel like I had a choice in that. It happened so fast that it really just did happen. I don't believe you ever asked me if I really wanted to adopt the kids at that time.
As my wife, I didn't know that was a conversation.
So you assumed, like usual. You didn't ask me anything. Of course I would have done it anyway, but you didn't give me a choice, did you?
I didn't know that there needed to be a conversation as to whether or not my wife would adopt my children.
But here's what I say. Your wife, that you quite rightly said, and she's sitting right there, right, adopted your 5 kids, but found you in bed with another woman.
She didn't find me. She put me there.
I didn't put you anywhere. I didn't can't put you anywhere.
What do you mean
let's
she
be
put you
clear.
there?
Let's be clear about this. Polly, with the lifestyle that we were living,
Right.
it's not
Polyamorous, I
as
get it.
though, Asia, you have tantrum after tantrum after
So
tantrum.
what? I'm talking
Excuse
about
me.
this particular
okay, and
tantrum.
I'm talking right
you
now.
said yourself
And
when I pulled off, you're too drunk to be driving. Don't leave this house, and I left anyway, and you didn't care.
Asia, how many times have I chased you down?
I don't care
How many
about those
have I
times.
had
I'm
to
talking
make
about
you
that
stay
time.
home?
You're supposed to chase me every time. Because I'm your wife, like you just said. I could storm off 20 times, and you're supposed to come after me every single time.
You're right. But in that particular moment, I was very self-absorbed.
And then all the moments that follow behind that, too.
Oh, absolutely.
But
Absolutely.
aren't there rules in a polyamorous relationship?
There are, and we had to establish a lot of them along the way.
But the main
so
rule
this
is
was,
that
I didn't know it was a rule until that night.
The main
when she
rule
left.
is that your primary relationship is supposed to be primary.
Okay.
And that wasn't always the case.
So you didn't feel on that particular night, and that's what we're talking about, right?
In that particular instance, no, I did not feel the need to chase Asia yet again, because for that moment, for that weekend, I wanted to celebrate me. It took me 5.5 years to complete my degree. I was proud. We had a weekend plan.
Okay, and that's great, and that absolutely.
And honestly, no, excuse me, but the thing about it is me and Asia had lengthy conversation about our life that particular day. Everything was fine. We hung out that evening between the bar, which is 5 minutes from our house, to our house. Asia completely lost it. There was no
Let me ask you a question. Why did you marry each other?
Because I love her. I love her.
Is it makeup sex the best, or is it, I don't know.
All the sex with her is amazing.
Well, unfortunately.
Makeup, breakup.
You have 11 people or 10 people living under one roof, right? You've got 5 kids that you're responsible for.
Correct.
Whether you like
Six.
six.
We have 6 kids that we're responsible for, and an elderly aunt, and 2 dogs, and anybody else that we feel like we need to take care of. Right.
Yeah, it blew
Tell me about New Year's Eve.
So the night going on, I'm trying to make it okay. My phone keeps ringing because it's New Year's. They know she's there, and they know that I want to kill her. So people are calling me all the time to make sure that I'm not in jail. So my phone's ringing. She's like, I can't believe you're on your phone. I can't believe you keep talking to all these people.
Was it just a complaint from me, or was it a complaint from our daughter also? So
yes, because she's trying to have your back. So she hasn't even addressed the fact that the night before she saw me on New Year's Eve, she spent that night with someone else. It was just sex. I can't.
Is this marriage worth saving, first of all? Because I look at you and what you did, getting in a car and driving 2 days because you're pissed off. Wrong thing, leaving the kids behind. That's irresponsible. Whether she's there or not, right? You adopted them.
For real, irresponsible is you leaving. She has women in and out of my house while the children are there. That's not irresponsible.
But listen,
I dare you clap again.
You give her a right to do exactly what she did because you got in a car and you drove for 2 days to Baltimore.
Exactly.
The fact that you continued to have sex with this girl.
No, it wasn't just that girl. It was multiples.
It was multiples.
It was multiples. But
I don't care. Be quiet. I'm going to ask you a question, and it's a really important question. And I cut you off because I think this question I'm going to ask you will answer everything that you're doing right now. Coming up is numerologist Glynis McCants, the author of Glynis Has Your Number.
You're a double 7, which makes you a mystery. You have a lot of secrets all the time.
And you asked me to come back? What's wrong with you? I told you I deserve better than that.
I'm going to ask you a question, and it's a really important question. And I cut you off because I think this question I'm going to ask you will answer everything that you're doing right now. Were you ready for the polyamorous relationship or not? So you're ready to share?
Indeed. I have no problems with that.
It doesn't sound like it, though.
The problem I have is being disrespected. That's the problem that I have. Okay. Being ready for that situation.
Do you think she was ready for that relationship?
In hindsight, I don't think we were ready for that sort of lifestyle.
Okay.
What I don't like is being pushed aside and being felt to be less than her wife, because whether we have a girlfriend or not, I am her wife. You don't get the same privileges as I do.
Absolutely. I understand that when my wife left, I should have exhausted all of my resource and put forth more effort into tracking her down, chasing her down yet again. And I did, and I take responsibility for that. But it's not like these things were going on when we were actively married.
But do I know that, though? I don't know that now. Now I don't know that, because it was so easy for you to do it now. Perhaps.
Okay. So,
You got on your
talking of which, I just happen to have one. Stand up, face each other. I love this.
Come on, we just shared everything. She know everything. My wife is a detective. She know everything, right?
All right, LaShonda. We asked LaShonda, in 3 months before Asia left for Baltimore, were you in a sexual relationship with another person that Asia doesn't know about? You said no. However, lie detector determined that was the truth. We asked LaShonda, have you had sexual contact with any of your exes in your home since Asia left that she doesn't know about? LaShonda said, yes. It's an admission of guilt. Lie detector determined that was the truth.
I can't do that. I can't.
Come on, we came
How
in
can
friends.
she sit here and tell me she loved me and really, since I left?
Well, let's find out.
Seriously?
Come on.
I don't deserve that.
No, you don't.
Come on, you wanted to talk on national TV. Let's talk. Can I make a clarifying point?
No, not until I finish this. Then we can go from there. That was an admission. We asked LaShonda, during your relationship with Asia, have you met and had sexual relationships with anyone you met online that Asia doesn't know about? You said no. That was another lie.
I said yes to that.
You can answer that in a second. We asked LaShonda, other than the times you've admitted, if any, have you had sexual intercourse with anybody that Asia doesn't know about? You said yes, an admission of guilt. That was the truth. Did you understand that?
I do understand.
Okay. We asked LaShonda, other than the times you've admitted, have you had any type of sexual contact with anybody at Asia, other than Asia, that she doesn't know about? You said yes. Lie detector said that was the truth. Now, so they're all admissions of guilt backed up by the lie detector test. You sat here and said that you loved her. Now you have a chance to tell her whatever you want to tell her.
I want to be clear. It was sex. That's what it was.
In my house, though?
Like,
and I'm supposed to feel like that's supposed to be my home? And you asked me to come back? What's wrong with you?
I told you.
I deserve better than that. I deserve better than you. Ain't nobody gonna treat me like that. Out of here, man. Seriously? And that's what you do? Right. That's what you do. And then you tell me you love me too?
So what else?
Yeah.
Yes, I employed a couple of special workers from the internet. It was sex. You know what I'm
But she didn't know about, right?
Did I engage in some romantic interludes?
But she didn't know about that, right?
I mean, if she checked, she got access to the bank statements, the credit card statements.
Do I?
You're a married woman, first of all, right? We've had lots of polyamorous folks on here. There are rules just like there is in marriage.
Right.
And you broke those rules, right? You did.
I did.
You know.
But the thing about it, listen, okay.
Joining us in the audience is numerologist Glynis McCants, the author of Glynis Has Your Number. Welcome to the show. I am a huge believer in numerology, and I really am. Tell me what makes these guys.
Okay,
What
so
makes me tick?
what I have on both of you is your full date of birth and the first and last name you go by, and that gives me 6 numbers that makes up the blueprint of who you are. So the first thing you need to understand, in Asia's case, you're 666, you're very strong, and you love to be beautiful. I mean, you're a knockout, no question. And in your case, LaShonda, you have an 8 in your soul, which means you're fulfilled by beauty. So I know your soul looks and go, ooh, you look good. But here's the heartbreak. You're a 777, which makes you a mystery. You have a lot of secrets all the time, but that's always been true.
What makes her a 777?
Well, she was born on a 7-day, and she's a 7 life path. And so that means what you see, you feel what you see is what you get, but it's always a mystery to her because she's born on a 6-day, she's a 6 life path. When you put a 6 and a 7 together, it means confused and not sure. And you guys are always confused and not sure. That's the problem in the relationship. It's always going to take tremendous work. But if you really wanted to make it work, you got to get back to just each other again. You got to cut out all those other women. You do. You have to start dating each other, making Asia feel special and beautiful. And you need to make LaShonda feel like this is where it's at for me, because you guys lost each other. And so when you said she abandoned you, remember, she was overwhelmed and felt like she was in last place.
Do you want to be with her?
I don't know at this point. I haven't even heard a genuine apology from her. Not that an apology would change any of it, but damn.
For real? I was
The least
taking
I
care of
can do-
myself and my
the
one
least I can
daughter
do-
before you,
the
so I
least-
can
How
do
old is
that
your
now.
daughter? How old is your daughter?
She's 19, so let's be clear.
least I can
Yes,
do-
I am very
the
well
least I
kept, but
can
you're
do-
supposed to do that.
I'm not supposed
Not
to.
because
do it
I need
because
you
care
to,
about you.
but because I'm
Okay,
your
come
wife.
on, let's not pit and split right now, because don't talk about what you need and what I need and who needs what, because we need each other.
When we come back,
Asia, I take care of you. Don't act like you
But you
ain't
do.
sleeping in no car.
Just pack up.
That's what I even know.
So say
Why
hi-
did you leave?
say hi to Michael.
Stop and find out.
You need to be more tight and with boundaries before you can be polyamorous.
So why are you getting each other's faces now?
Because I love her and I want to touch her and I want to smell
Then
her and
touch
I want
her.
to feel her and I want to talk to her.
No, please.
Come here. Let's feel.
You want it too.
Come here.
I'm not doing that again. This is what
Come
happened.
here.
This is exactly what
So
happened the
why
last
are we
3 times.
here?
The last
But
3
something-
times I let all of that happen.
No, you didn't.
Yes,
No,
I
you
did.
didn't.
Yes, I did.
No,
And then
you
you left.
didn't.
You called me saying somebody's wrong.
I stayed in that
You
hotel
called me.
because
You called me while you was with somebody else, man. Come on.
That let you know
Nah,
that insignificant.
No, this is not enough. You have a nice home to sleep in. I'm sleeping in my car.
You walked away.
I'm in my car.
Come here, Asia.
I'm in my car.
You in your car?
Yep.
Asia, come on, man. The you mean you're sleeping in your car?
Did you care about that when I
Come
was
on,
in my
how
car
much
for
money
2
I
days?
send you every week?
So what?
Thought you sleeping in your car.
So
What's wrong with you? You walked away from my life.
Are you sleeping in the car?
She ain't sleeping in no car.
Are you sleeping in the car?
And if she is, it's a brand new you kind of bought her because the last truck I bought her had a couple scratches and dents on it. Let's talk about that.
Do you understand something? Thank you.
That is not
It's
just
not-
about
it's
the money.
not
I
about
know,
the money
but
and
I'm
the
saying
material
she's
things.
She's not finna act like
again,
I got
it's all
her
about
sleeping in the
appearances
car.
with her.
It's not
Always
about
about
appearances. It's
appearances
not
with
about
you.
appearances. Asia, I take care of you. Don't act like you
But you
ain't
do.
sleeping in no
Take care of me. I never said you didn't take care of me. What I did say is that I don't need you to do that. What I need you to do is show me how you love me.
Here's the thing. It's a trust thing, right? You have to prove to her that she can trust
She got
you.
some things to prove too. I'm
Of
not
course,
the
but
big bad
hey.
wolf here. You know what I'm saying?
But
You
she didn't
fed
sleep
into
with
my
anybody.
biggest fear. Yeah,
But she
but
didn't
you know
sleep
what
with
she
anybody.
did? She abandoned me. It's so much drama, but let's be clear.
Michael,
all the drama
Michael, hang on.
started
Come over here. I want
after
Michael
you
Evans,
left.
Dr. Michael Evans, psychotherapist.
Before you left, was there ever a thing that you expressed to me that I did not?
Michael.
That's the reason I left. I didn't just pack up
So
and drive
that's what I
across the
still don't
country.
even know.
So say
Why
hi-
did you leave?
Say hi to Michael.
Why?
Stop and find out.
Say hi to
Have a
Michael.
good time.
Say hi to Michael.
Nice to meet you. Asia, nice to meet you.
Okay.
Robert, I know you.
So, can we sit down for a second? Can we sit down for a second? Can we sit down? Michael, I've got a couple of minutes, so say what you're going
I
to...
think that's his shit.
Anywhere but talk to these folks. Make
Okay.
sure the camera can see you.
You probably
That's all.
sit in the middle.
Okay. No, okay.
No, I don't think you
here's
need
what I have to say. I think, like Robert said, there's still enough love here between you two and passion. If you can change this to getting along, that's what's needed. You needed to do something needed to happen. The relationship was going in a bad direction. You took an action, as Robert pointed out, you can't abandon the family. You needed to do something, though, to gain your self-respect.
Yeah.
You needed to do something, and you put a boundary. And that's what you need to do, put a boundary for your own well-being as a person, because you're always going out. You need to be more tight and with boundaries and rules before you can be polyamorous. You got to put that, dial that back. Dial it back. You're not ready for that now.
Understood,
So good luck to
obviously.
you both.
Michael, thank you very much.
Sure.
Appreciate that. So obviously there's feeling there.
Crazy.
But what you're missing in, I think you're really intelligent because you took 4 years of school, great. But here's what I think. You're missing the small print.
Thank you.
And the small print is not what you do and how you take care of her. It's the respect that you give her. So I don't know where this goes, but I really hope that you can figure it out. Because I think, funnily enough, you're kind of good together in a strange sort of way. Anyway, whatever you do, I wish you the best. Stay with us. We'll be right back. I do.
My thing is not know they're not genuine. I leave a word that says,
Picture my I don't want to, but if that's what I see, that's what's reality. I really want them together. I mean, because we can't differences.
Still to come, why are you pulling knives on your 13-year-old sister?
Yeah, I had it in my robe pocket. Like, what you mean?
Do you think you're a good daughter to your mom?
And you don't help me with no chores at the house. You go to work, you come home, you sleep all day. I ask you to clean the refrigerator out. You not doing
Fist fighting, throwing clothes in the trash, and pulling a knife on your little sister. These are some of the things my guest Michelle says she's living with when it comes to her unruly daughters. Michelle says the drama needs to stop or she's going to pack her bags and move out on her own. Please welcome Michelle to the show. Hi, how are you? Nice to meet you. I know your daughters, Portia and Shelby, are backstage.
Yes.
We'll bring them out shortly, but I want to get the story from you first. Okay. So, what in the world is going on in your household?
My two daughters are arguing, fighting, and bickering all the time. They're arguing, they're not getting along, they're disagreeing, they're pulling knives out on each other, they're cussing.
Is that a normal daily behavior where a 13-year-old and 22-year-old pull knives on each other?
Yes.
They literally take a knife out the drawer and...
She pulls it out, but she doesn't let her see it. She pulls it like this, and she do like, you know, she's holding it in her hand so she can see it, but she doesn't put it on her. Yes.
Who's the biggest instigator? Is it Portia or Shelby?
Shelby.
So Shelby's the 13-year-old?
Yes.
And Portia's the 22-year-old?
Yes, sir.
Wow. What brings them to the point of this altercation?
Shelby is very hostile. When you say something to her, she doesn't want to do what they tell her to do. So Portia jump in as the big sister and say something back to her, and then they start arguing and fighting. It's a bunch of arguing.
So what have you done to try and
day.
control this in your household?
Talking to them, trying to break it up, trying to make it easy. You're telling Shelby to do what your sisters tell you to do because you're the baby girl and they're older sisters. I do what it is, you know, it's...
You ever call the police?
Never.
Why not?
I can control it. I've been controlling it.
So what, excuse me if I disagree with you right now. As tough as you are, it sounds like they don't respect you.
They don't.
So that's why I'm saying there is no control. You think you've got control, but you really don't because they're not respecting you when they're in your house. They live together. You all live together, right?
Yes, we do.
Is it true that you would leave for days at a time just to get away from these folks?
Yes, I do. I have left for the maximum of 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Yes.
Knowing that they're left together, knowing that they don't like each other?
I come home, grab clothes for work.
Okay.
Go back until Mom leaves.
So where do you stay when you...
I'll stay with my girlfriend.
Okay.
Leave from there, go to work, come back home. They call me on the phone when they need stuff. I bring it to them, I pay the bills, and I leave and go back.
So that's not being so that's not being a parent then. That's being a gopher.
Right, that's true.
So you're a gopher. You're an enabler.
Yes.
All right. Okay. So they don't have a dad figure for discipline. You're the mom and the dad, right?
Yes.
They use you and abuse you by sending you, calling you, get me this, get me this. You pay the bills. They live in the house.
Yes.
And you have to leave.
Yes.
But you're the parent. This is your house.
Yes.
And you leave.
Yes, I do.
So I don't understand why you would do that, knowing that your two girls, 13, 22, Portia and Shelby, don't like each other. It gets out of hand. One person stabs the other one person hits the other one with something. If somebody is taking a knife out of a drawer and going, it's another second or another word out of somebody's mouth, so they go that to that. So, you get the picture now, right?
Yes, I do.
And you're here for help, obviously.
Yes.
So she's 22 years old. Why is she under your roof?
Because her excuse is she hasn't found a job to get a place and to move on her own.
It doesn't matter. She's 22 years old. If she has become a threat in your house and is doing all these things that you're telling me, she shouldn't be living in your house.
That's true. She needs to be on her own.
See ya.
Yes.
If you can't live by my rules, and they're your rules, because you are the parent, you are the strong person, right?
Yes, I am.
If she can't live by your rules and pay her way and do the things that you wanted to do, then she has no place, even though she's your child, and I understand that. But with every action comes a consequence. And it sounds like there is no consequences, so she can do whatever she wants. Portia, coming out here. Why are your shoes off?
Because I got a feeling, knowing my system.
You got a feeling there won't be any fighting on my stage, believe me.
Okay, well...
So, let me ask you this. Why are you pulling knives on your 13-year-old sister?
I didn't pull it out on her.
No, you pulled it out of the drawer and kept it by you, right?
And I had it in my robe pocket. Like, what you mean?
Okay. So why did you pull a knife out?
Because at the time, how I was feeling, like, how me and her, it's like, ain't no fighting, like, just let me show her, like, what's up? Like, I'm not gonna actually put it on my sister. That's my sister. But the fact that to show her to scare her.
Have you ever hit your sister?
Yeah.
Has she ever hit you?
We fought plenty of times.
So you're supposed to talk to her and let her understand, like, that's what your big sister does. They don't come around and pull a knife out and hurt them.
I'm gonna cut you off right there.
I mean, first of all, don't disrespect your mother.
This is how it is. There is no talking to my sister.
Okay.
She, like I said, she wants to go back and forth. I can't sit here and, like, be a sister to her like my other sister. It's just too much. It's too much. Like, I'm not gonna do this, I'm not gonna do that. It's my way or it's not nobody else's way. And that's when I get agitated, and that's when my temperature go up, and that's when I'm gonna swing. Like, that's my sister, I know that. I can stop myself, but it's the point as when to be quiet and stop talking.
So what is your main issue with Shelby?
It's her mouth. It's being disrespectful to my mother. Not being a sister, not being a daughter. That's what it is.
So let me ask you this question. Do you think you're a good daughter to your mom?
I am.
Okay, you just disrespected your mother by cutting her off.
I said...
Right? So...
You're doing it to me. You don't help me. You don't help me with no chores at the house. You go to work, you come home, you sleep all day. I asked you to clean the refrigerator out. You're not doing nothing to help her.
I do stuff around the house. What are you talking about? I wash the dishes. I clean the house. What are you talking about? I wash clothes. I do everything. And I got a daughter also, so don't do that.
Do you work?
Yeah.
What do you do?
Massage therapist.
Okay.
Housekeeper.
Okay. So you make money?
Yes.
You pay your way in the house?
Yes.
No, she doesn't.
Ma, I told you I was.
No, you've been telling me since last November, I'm going to give you $50 every 2 weeks. That's all I can afford.
Ma, we already talked about this. Don't do that.
No, I'm not. Don't say you do help pay bills. You don't pay no bills in that house. I'm the only one who pays bills in that house.
When we return, you're leaving, you're allowing her, 22-year-old, to be a mother to her, picking knives out of the drawer, right? So you're over here, not being the mom, you're allowing her. She's no way going to respect the 22.
Never gave me any money in my hand to pay a bill with.
Okay. So what is it in this world that you want?
I just want my family to be happy. I want us to be a family. Like, we're not the same no more.
What do you mean no more?
We used to go out to the movies, out to eat, do family stuff on holidays, and it's like, we don't do that no more. So it's like, what's the issue? Because it's always something. We can never do anything. Then we want to do something. Like, on my daughter's birthday, my mom like, I'm not going to go. I'm going to sit. I'm going to do something. I'm like, that's your granddaughter. She wants to see you.
Do you wonder why that is?
I do at times, but...
Okay. Do you want me to tell you what it is? I can tell you in 2 minutes. You've been sitting here.
Let me guess.
The way you treat your mother, she doesn't want to be around you. Have you ever lived on your own? Have you ever paid bills? Have you ever been in the real world other than your mom taking care of you?
No.
No. So you come out here with your shoes off and you take your rings off ready for a fight and you look all smug and like, you know, I do pay and you don't pay. If this was me and sitting here and you were my daughter, you would be out on the street to fend for yourself, not the baby.
No. I had recently had a place I was going to move into. But since how I know how real life is, you don't have to, just because you grown, you don't have to just automatically move out because you, like, what? I'm not ready for the street life. Like, people not ready for this.
Exactly.
Most people don't own up to that. Just because you got a good income, you don't have to have your own place. Some people not ready for that. When I'm ready to move, I'm going to leave, and I'm going to be there for my mom. Regardless of
Do you think you're there for your mum while you live under the roof? Right now? Do you think you're there for your mum?
Some parts, yeah.
Do you think she's there for your mum?
She gonna say no.
No, she's not there for me.
There you go. Yeah, because that's how she feels, right? That's how she feels. And you're an adult now. You have a 2-year-old child. You are supposed to be the one that takes that sister and molds her to help your mum. But you're not doing that.
I understand what you're saying, but you don't understand, like, it's hard, like, trying to talk to her. She wanna, like, it's hard.
What have you done to try and change the way you interact with your sister?
Try not to
You know what, hang on. Bring me out Shelby here. Shelby, come out here.
Sit there. Sit down. You got in the chair.
I don't care if you put your shoes on. Shelby. How are you? What are your aspirations in your life? What do you want to be?
I want to be a Coast Guard for the Navy.
Okay. So how long have you wanted to do that?
Since I was 12.
So what is it that drives you to fight with your sister?
She thinks she's my mother, and she's not my mother. And she thinks she can tell me what to do, and she can't. And I'm not saying, like, I don't have to listen to her, but she does stuff that a big sister shouldn't do. So I feel like if you're not going to treat me like I'm your little sister, I'm not going to act like you're my big sister.
So, Portia, when she walked out here, you rolled your eyes. Why do you roll your eyes?
Because the stuff that I know is about to come out her mouth is not true.
You know that whatever she says at night while your mum's away, that's law, right?
Yes.
So why do you argue then?
I don't like how she's always trying to tell me what to do, and
the way she tells you how to do it, or what she's telling you?
She's mean, like, for no apparent reason.
So tell me, when you say she's mean, give me an example.
Okay, so for example, if I ask my mom, can I have company? My mama say yes. Okay, then she'll come. She'll be like, no, why is she here? Tell her she has to go home. No, she can't be here. I don't like her. She has to leave.
Why do you do that? You do do it. I know you do. Why?
They loud. We have 2 babies in the house. My sister's baby, their rooms are connected. The baby has to sleep. They can go from 0 to 20. Knowing the baby is in the room asleep, why y'all being so loud? Is there a way in which you could have just turned around and said, hey, guys, you're making too much noise, come over here? We do. They don't do it.
But they're 12 and 13 years old.
Shelby has a mouth. Shelby talks back.
Right.
To everybody that talks to her. These two are so much alike. They are alike. When you are alike, it's hard to get along. Shelby has a nasty attitude. She has it directly sometimes towards me. And Portia and my other daughter would tell her, you need to stop talking to mama like that. When I tell her to stop doing something, sometimes she will stop. I have to threaten to punish her, take her money from her, and do something to her for her to stop doing what she's doing. Then when she gets her money, she's back to her old self again.
I told you, and I said to you, every action has a consequence, right? So this is for both of you. If this is your house, you're very angry, and you should be, but you're the enabler. So you allow her to sit in your house and not pay. I guess she's blood, but you allow her to do whatever, but you take her money away for a certain amount of time. Don't give it back to her. Exactly. You have the control. She's 13 years old. Yeah. She's 22. If she doesn't do what you want, she doesn't pay, and she doesn't do the things that you want her to do, just specifically here, Portia, then you got a choice. Find somewhere else to live. I'll give you 4 weeks. If she doesn't, hang on. If she doesn't do...
I cannot put Portia out. Portia has my grandbaby.
You're leaving, you're allowing her, a 22-year-old, to be a mother to her, picking knives out of the drawer, right? So you're over here, not being the mom, you're allowing her. She's no way going to respect the 22-year-old as a mom. You have an option here. Either she toes the line that you set the guidelines for living under your roof, because you say they don't respect you, you're going to move out if they don't get the stuff together.
Yes,
but you're allowing them to do this.
If my kids don't learn how to get along and live in the same house together. We used to go out together and do a lot of things together as family. We used to go get our nails did, do mother daughter day, nails did, hair did, toes did, go to the movies. We used to do a lot of things together. We don't do those things no more because they don't know how to go out in public and just talk and get along.
After the break,
I might have cancer.
She doesn't do anything to try to stop it. She doesn't go to the doctor.
Yeah, we telling her to call.
She doesn't get checked out. She doesn't do none of that.
What get help, what get well? Who's going to take care of me? Who's going to pay my bill?
I'll do what I gotta do. I ain't gonna have my mama die on me.
Stay tuned. Closed captioning for the Robert Irvine Show is provided by... Something else is going on, right? So tell me about that.
I might have cancer.
Okay.
And I won't know until my tests come back. I just went and had my test did 2 days before I came here.
Okay.
And I'm waiting for that to come in the mail.
Okay.
And
why are you doing that?
It came back.
Okay.
And it ain't supposed to come back.
Are you afraid of losing your mum?
Yes.
Is this why you act the way you do, though?
Maybe so.
What do you feel about that news?
I don't even know, like, when we asked her, she sit there and lie about it. And we asked her multiple times, and then she doesn't do anything to try to stop it. She doesn't go to the doctor regularly.
Yeah, we telling her to call.
She doesn't get checked out. She doesn't do none of that.
What get help, what get well when my children are arguing and bickering all the time? Who's going to take care of me? Who's going to pay my bills? She's the oldest. Can you step in my footsteps until your mother's able to get back on her feet to take care of her family?
Yes, I would.
You would go out here and get a job to pay that rent so we can have a place to live.
Yes,
you would make sure all this is taken care of.
I will do what I have to do. Like,
that's my word.
If I gotta go back to dancing, I'll do what I gotta do.
No, dancing.
Like,
okay. Okay.
Like,
now we're getting somewhere.
But the fact that
Okay.
you're talking about something, you don't want to go to radiation or
That's what it's
you don't
about.
want to go to chemo.
That's what
like,
it's about.
I do what I gotta do. I ain't gonna have my mama die on me. I'm not about to. I'm not finna have my mama die, but like my auntie died on me. I can't do this, man.
Hey, listen. We came here to solve things, right? Is that what we came here for? Okay. I know you're upset, but hey, how do you think your mum feels? Actually, I'm going to tell you how she feels that you don't know. She's scared more than anything else right now.
I know she is. That's why she ain't trying to get my help.
She's scared because she doesn't understand it. Come on, let's go and talk through this. I came here to help you. I think this is not, let's go this way. This is not, I want to give you resolve. First things first, we haven't got the test back, right? So she's scared, she's fed up, she doesn't want to listen to the arguing and fighting and the disrespect. If you love your mom, you got to stop this silly behavior. I know you're 13 years old. So stand up here, both of you, stand up here. Stand up here. Stand up here, face each other. Stand each other, face each other, you, stand up. Portia, face each other. Like, look at her. So tell her what you love about her.
I mean, I love how, like, when we together, like, when we just at home chilling, we could just be chill. Like, we ain't got to argue all the time. I love how you just come, like, we must sit in the kitchen, you can just come talk to us about anything. You ain't got to hide nothing. Just you being honest about certain stuff. That's, other than that, it's just hostile.
What do you love about her?
I love how I can just come to her and tell her stuff, and I don't got to worry about her going to tell other people because I can't talk to my mama. I can't talk to my mama about certain stuff. I can tell my sisters that stuff, and I know that they won't go back and tell my mama until I'm comfortable with telling her.
What do you hate about her? That's an easy one, right? What do you hate about her?
I just hate how she just trying to grow up too fast. Like, take your time while you're young. Because you ain't gone. You get older, you got responsibilities. So live like you can. Don't try to force yourself to grow up. Live while you got 13, 14. Don't try to, I wish I was grown. No, you don't. I wish I was 16 right now, 15. Don't try to grow up. That's all I ask you.
So what do you hate about her?
I don't like how we always get into arguments. That's why I hate, like, you have a, like, I know I got a smart mouth. I know we both got attitude problems. We don't try to work anything out. The first thing we go to do is fight. That's what I dislike about you.
Okay, in the audience, I have a dear friend, psychotherapist, Dr. Michael Levitan. The Apprentice Show, welcome, Michael. A lot of dynamics going on here, right? How do we start to fix this so we can fix the whole family?
Well, they said, you all said you came here for help. And I think one of the things, everyone's hurting. You used to go out, do your nails done, or go to a movie, family stuff. You need that. But each of you, in addition to what I'm saying, each of you need to adjust a bit. I think Mom, Michelle, what you need to adjust, and think about it. You don't have to say yes or no. What you need to adjust really is trying to be present more. You work a lot. That's hard work you're doing. You're dealing with your health issues. And in terms of your health issues, you have to be careful what you say to these girls. They could be very hurt by the abandonment. You can't threaten them, you're not going to be here anymore. That's something you take somewhere else if you get help. You can't bring it to them. It's too painful for them to deal with. They can't handle that at this age. What you need to work on, Portia, it sounds like you have the right idea. When Mom works a lot and she puts you in charge, whatever you're telling your sisters, you have to do it in a more respectful way. And for you, Shelby, you're 13. It's an age of being a teenager, rebellion. You have to figure out how to have rebellion in a different way. Art, music. But when you're dealing with this family, You really,
Oh, great.
Shelby, you need the rebellion. You're a teenager. You got to say, no, I'm doing it my way. You need that, but when it comes to listening to your older sister, especially listening to your mom, you got to comply with them. So what each of you need is outside help. If not going to get outside help, you need spirituality. You need a coming together. You need
I couldn't agree with Michael more in the fact of each one of you has a different feeling and a different dealing. Yes, you all need help together, but you need time together too. That's not bickering and not fighting. What's happening there, Portia? What's going on?
What's going on?
I think she needs a hug. That's what I think.
Wrong? Come here. You'll be all right. I'll get some help.
Hug.
You help.
Get up and hug.
You okay?
So here's... Now I get goosebumps now. You were sobbing then. You weren't crying.
Don't touch. They don't touch. They don't. Oh my God.
This is what families are about.
Since she was a baby. Oh my God.
This is what families are about, each other, right? So you said you've never been, you haven't been to the movies for a while. I'm going to get you some tickets to go to a movie. You pick the movie. We'll pay for it, right? With your other sister. With your other sister and your babies.
Okay.
With a bucket of popcorn and some soda.
All right.
But I want you to have fun.
Okay.
Get up and hug each other. Because it always feels good, right? We'll be right back. I want to thank all my guests today for sharing their stories. Making a commitment is the sacred way of giving your word. Trust is important to make any relationship last. And to be an honorable person is to be an honest person. I want to hear from you, so go to our website, robertirvineshow.com, or visit us on the Robert Irvine Show social media pages. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.